Luck can swing the results of a single game. But it's back.
For justice. This is how it must be.
Nowhere to run!
Shadows of fate! Written in the stars!
Surrender! Your sins weigh upon your soul! Their penance is due! Guilty! Their penance is due! Order guide you!
Teamwork is strength! Decided by destiny!
Another charge. Solidify!
Delve into destiny!
Nowhere to run! Judgment is upon you! Guilty! You stand condemned! Guilty!
I got carried.
You stand condemned!
I'm going in!
Stabilize!
Let me scribe! Fate is upon you!
Through me, justice is served! Guilty!
Picked the wrong test subject.
Their penance is due!
Let's light it up! Everybody stand! Decided by destiny!
Your sins weigh upon your soul! Guilty! Nowhere to run!
Solidify!
Delve into destiny! Teamwork is dreamwork! Written in the stars!
Surrender! Stabilize!
Shadows of fate!
Nowhere to run! Judgment is upon you!
Add Astro. Thank you for Add Astro.
Stronger than I anticipated. Gather! I will have order!
Let's light it up! Everybody stand!
Surrender!
Decided by destiny.
Through me, justice is served. Their penance is due. He stand condemned. Their penance is due. He stand condemned.
Teamwork is strict. Why do they never miss?
Order guide you. Stabilize.
Zack, let me scry. Fate is upon you.
Judgment is upon you. Their penance is due. Guilty.
Everybody stand! Delve into destiny.
Your sins weigh upon your soul. Your penance is due. I will have order. Gather.
I'm going in! Shadows of fate!
Surrender.
Fate is upon me!
Judgment is upon you. You stand condemned. Your penance is due. You stand condemned. Your penance is due. I'm used to it.
Teamwork is dreamwork!
Solidified!
Order guide you. Yeah! Nowhere to run!
Let's light it up! Let me scribe, decided by destiny.
Your sins weigh upon your soul. You stand condemned. Guilty. Your penance is due.
Everybody stand! Shadows of fate!
Surrender. This is order. Gather.
Let me scribe, written in the stars.
Futile.
Let's light it up! Ha! Teamwork is dreamwork!
Nowhere to run. Through me, justice is served. Guilty. You stand condemned. Ah!
Chivalry will... Let's light it up! Yeah! Rain cutter, know my sword! I'm going in!
Scatter! Nowhere to run! Surrender!
Rain outlines your fate. Let me...
Scatter!
Let's light it up!
Spring forth! Nowhere to run! Your sins weigh upon your soul! Your penance is due! Guilty! You stay condemned! Your penance is due!
Rain cutter, know my sword! Teamwork is dreamwork!
Germinate! Futile! Through me, justice is served! Guilty!
The sacrifice! Oh, okay. Oh no. By Naruto first.
Scatter!
Know my sword! Rain outlines your fate. Witness.
Propagate!
I'm going in!
Futile!
Let's light it up! Let me leave you.
Nowhere to run!
Everybody stand!
Scatter! Surrender! Your sins weigh upon your soul! Your penance is due! You stay condemned!
Rain cutter! Let's light it up!
Propagate! Germinate!
Teamwork is dream!
Futile!
Witness the power.
Scatter!
I'm going in!
Surrender! Through me, justice is served. Your penance is due! You stand condemned! Your penance is due! Guilty! Nowhere to run! Here!
Rain outlines your fate. Ring cutter.
Surrender!
Teamwork is strength.
Your sins weigh upon your soul. You stand condemned. Your penance is due. Guilty.
Witness the power.
Scatter! Yeah. Nowhere to run.
I'm going in.
Propagate! Spring forward! Futile! Judgment is upon you. Your penance is due! Guilty!
Know my sword. Rain outlines your fate. Let me weave you a verse. Teamwork is dreamwork.
Scatter! Germinate! Nowhere to run!
Yeah. Know my sword. Rain outlines your fate. Ring cutter.
Surrender! style.
I do try to lighten the mood sometimes, but I'm not the best judge of other people's sense of humor. Luck can swing the results of a single game, but it's bound to run out sooner or later. Good deeds and bad. In the end, all will be placed upon the scales. Luck can swing the results of a single game, but it's bound to run out sooner or later.
Yeah.
Let me leave you alone.
Through me, justice is served. You stand condemned. Your penance is due.
A well-deserved find.
Another test subject.
No, my sword!
Try!
Going in! Witness the power of Gugwa!
Futile.
Becomes the hunting.
Nowhere to run.
Time to act.
Surrender. Futile.
Picked the wrong test subject.
Wealth is the foundation on which civilization. Built.
Surrender. Nowhere to run.
Wealth is the foundation on which civilization is built.
Futile.
Sounds good to me.
My perseverance has paid off.
Surrender!
Luck can swing the results of a single game, but it's bound to run out sooner or later.
Village, please respect the local customs.
Good deeds and bad. In the end, all will be placed upon the scales. Luck can swing the results of a single game, but it's bound to run out sooner or later.
When in Aru Village, please respect the local customs.
I do try to lighten the mood sometimes, but I'm not the best judge of other people's sense of humor. Luck can swing the results of a single game, but it's bound to run out sooner or later. I do try to lighten the mood sometimes, but I'm not the best judge of other people's sense of humor.
Look, I'm afraid that what you're thinking right now is correct. Did Dunyarzad already disappear? No way! Are we too late? The real Dunyarzad's consciousnus has indeed disappeared. It can no longer endure the constant dream harvesting. Paimon can't believe it! Wait, so what about that other Dunyarzad? Just what is she? Is she also going to disappear? She's actually something like a puppet, but not completely. The real Dunyarzad's consciousness could no longer keep playing her role in this, so another Dunyarzad appeared to replace her in the dream. Just like the grass and the trees, that Dunyarzad is just a building block of the dream that helps to keep it going. But personality-wise, she's nothing like the real Dunyarzad. Puppets are stiff, and can't copy a living person's vitality. After all, they're just, speaking of which, the old Dunyarzad might not have been too different from a puppet. Dunyarzad truly believed that she met you within her consciousness, and it was you who inspired her. Yes. Back then, her family was overly protective of her. No one cared about her personality or thoughts. It was as if she only lived to stall her Elazar. I just gave her a little wisdom so she could look at life in a new way. So that she could be her own person. But even so, she's still... Far from it. I'm still a long way off from being a real Archon. I couldn't even save her. If I were a competent Archon, I wouldn't have let my most faithful follower die at the Sub-Zerus Festival with so many regrets. Please don't beat yourself up over it, Nahida. It's the Sage's fault, and theirs alone. I'm not beating myself up. All I did was to rationally observe the distance between myself and a real Archon. Don't be like that, Nahida. Even real Archons are still allowed to be sad. To prevent more tragedies like this, we must end the samsara as soon as possible. Great, but how do we do that? Although the Sub-Zerus Festival dream is under the Akasha's control, only humans can dream. Even the Akasha is unable to create them. That means this dream belongs to a host who created it. Huh? So, how should we find that person? Well, if this is someone's dream, then everything here must come from deep within their consciousness. Which means, with the power of imagination, they can change anything in this dream. Imagination? What do you mean by that? Imagination means breaking through what you perceive as normal. Like when a server at a tavern brings a plate to you, you'd naturally assume that food is on it. However, if you're the dream's host and you become aware that the dream will respond, but right now, our host is unaware that this is a dream. No matter how many, find some way to make that How are we going to find them, though? And even if we did, after all, it's extreme. As for me, out of town? Yes. Hurry and go. She was such a good person. Yeah, but...
You're back. You left in a hurry last time. Is everything okay?
Everything's fine. Just
What's up?
it's a little hard to explain. Would you mind taking
An experiment? That came out of nowhere. I'm listening, though. What do you need me to do?
Could you make a wish?
You want me to make a wish? Is that a new Sub-Zero's festival tradition or something?
Less questions, more wishing!
Okay. My wish. Okay. I'm a little nervous saying this out loud, but I want Miss Dunyarzad to be happy.
Oh.
I noticed earlier that she looked a bit down, and she wasn't really talking to anyone. She just doesn't seem like herself. She's always so gentle and kind, and all the kids love her. I've also wondered if the reason she asked me to be Fairest Knight of Flowers is because I'm special to her, or something.
So, you have a crush on Dunyarzad?
Oh, is it that obvious? After what I just said, I guess it is. When she placed the hat of the Knight of Flowers onto my head, she said to me, I want everyone to have a happy Sub-Zero's festival. What she didn't realize was that I'm not that interested in how... Okay. I'm ready to make my wish. I would like Miss Dunyarzad to appear in front of me right now with a smile on her face. Here goes.
Please come true.
I'm gonna open my eye. Oh!
What?
Fucky? Sorry, but only one portion of Yelda candies per person. Nice try, you two. Anyway, never mind. I don't need to see her appear right in front of me.
Guess he isn't the host of this stream after all. Should have expected it wouldn't be this easy. It seems like everyone who knows...
My lady, step back.
That sounds like Dia! Oh. Huh? But Dia can handle them! Hey, Traveler!
Oh, it's you. Great timing. Please take... Hey, this is my job. The homie Yanni's pay me, not you. You... fine, alright. Knock yourself... Anyway, watch yourself.
So you got yourself some backup. Suit yourself. You're going down! Come on, you coward!
Take that! That's a crowd. Come at me again. Wind strike! Spring forth!
Rain outlines your fate. Know my sword!
Nowhere to run! My judgment has failed. Fallen leaves adorn my...
Let me leave you.
Wind strike! Germinate!
Traveler, were you just taking your anger out on those guys? repeat of both. Dunyarzad wouldn't want to see you two. Oh, and speaking of her, Paimon just remember how during the first Sub-Zero's festival, before the Samsaras, she said it was because she had forgotten something. Okay, so Paimon's memory is working so far. Anyway, Paimon also remembers that, yeah. This is the place. Hey, the windows are unlocked. Okay, Paimon's gonna take a peek inside. This was only a temporary residence, so there was pretty much nothing inside except this book on the table. Should we open it? Wow. Dunyarzad wrote all of this. Sounds like she was always thinking of us even while we were away. Even though she was also busy preparing for the Sub-Zero's festival and had all her health problems to worry about. She must have wanted to give this to us as a gift on the day of the Sub-Zero's festival, right? If we hadn't found this book, we never would have known. But now that we know, we can't even thank her. Hey! Where are you off to now? It's Dunyarzad's puppet. Traveler? You must be exhausted. Come to think of it, we've been stuck in this place for a really, really long time. Heck, even the last time we were chatting happily with Dunyarzad feels like an eternity ago. Paimon still remembers when we were sitting here, and the way her eyes sparkled when she talked about Nilou's Dance of Sub-Zerus.
There will always be frustrations in life, but I know that the point of living is not...
That was what the real Dunyarzad said, wasn't it? Does that mean...
Yes, traveler. What is it?
Oh, so she's still just a puppet. But just now... What? Where are we going this time?
Body and mind.
If you continue to resist, we will have to order an investigation into every single event organizer. The Grand Sage has already granted you much leniency. I advise that you exercise tact.
How did things turn out like this? Traveler? You don't have to get involved. He's a sage from the academia. I don't want to drag you into this.
Traveler?
Traveler? What the heck are you doing? If you get arrested by the academia, that's another day gone to waste! Wait, they're not reacting. Have they been scared stiff? Oh, of course! If this is the sage's plan, they wouldn't put themselves through this. So they're just substitutes.
What is this? What happened to the Grand Sage and his entourage? Like I said, they symbolize the goddess of flowers. It's just a shame that all the real Bodhisattvas went extinct after her death.
Yes. The Greater Lord brought forth new Bodhisattvas in memory of the goddess of flowers. But she ultimately could never truly replicate that beautiful shade of purple.
That beautiful shade of purple. Aren't these flowers real Bodhisattvas? Just like the ones from the legend? I didn't even notice. Dunyarzad, did you find these?
But didn't you just say all the real flowers went extinct after the goddess of flowers passed away? So, Al?
Yeah. What's going on here? Huh? You guys are acting weird. But okay, I'll try. Hey!
They disappeared! So Nilu's the host! What a surprise! Purple Padisaras don't exist in the real world anymore. But in Nilu's subconscious, they can appear as decorations on the stage! It's just like the example Nahida told us. People assume there will be food on a plate, and Nilu assumed there would be real Padisaras in the flower pots. So when you saw the flowers, you instantly knew it was Nilu? But if we want to end the samsara, we need the host to become aware that they're dreaming. How should we make Nilu realize that?
Am I dreaming?
Huh?
So I'm right. Is this Lesser Lord Kusanali responding to our celebration of the Sub-Zeru's festival?
Wrong guess, but you aren't completely wrong either. The point is, what made you think this is a dream? As far as you know, people in Sumeru don't dream, right?
Yeah, but have you heard the tale of the first sage? To prevent a calamity, he went on a journey to find the Dendro Archon.
Ooh, sounds familiar. Dunyarzad told us a story like that when we first arrived in Sumeru City. So it was about the first sage, huh?
Yep, but in the part you heard, he hadn't become the first sage yet. There's more to the story. His piety and wisdom were acknowledged by the Dendro Archon, and she finally gave her blessing to him. All kinds of spectacular scenes appeared in front of the first sage, as if all the knowledge in the world was being painted onto a canvas right before him. He was captivated. After who knows how long, he mastered all the knowledge he could comprehend. Afterward, he said to the Dendro Archon, "I miss my parents, my wife, and my children. I've been away from home for far too long. They must be worried." The Dendro Archon smiled. The next second, the sage found himself lying in his bed, as if he had just woken up from a dream. His wife, lying next to him, said, "You're off to search for the Dendro Archon today, aren't you? Have a safe journey, my love." In the end, the first sage took care of many disasters in Sumeru City, and founded the Academia. What a happy ending.
So, the first sage was dreaming ever since the beginning of the story? He never went on his journey?
Yes. But his faith and determination were conveyed to the Dendro Archon, so she blessed him in the form of a dream.
Paimon understands where you're coming from now. That's a really interesting connection. But we really gotta wake up soon, like the sage in the story!
I see. Well, it just so happens that today's Sub-Zero's festival is almost over too. Since we're in a dream, let's make this final dance of Sub-Zero's as beautiful as we can. The wait is over, everyone. I dedicate this to our god, the Dance of Sub-Zeros.
I'd be lying if I said I had no regrets. I would have loved to see Nilou's dance.
Good morning, Traveler. Oh, Paimon feels like she's been asleep for the longest time. Paimon's head feels super heavy. Did we oversleep? Do you even remember Paimon thinks it was the Sub-Zero's festival? Have we finally escaped from the Sub-Zero Samsara? Quick! Take off your Akasha terminal! She's not in her room. What happened? Huh? What usual?
Body and mind.
Well done, Traveler and Paimon. And thank you, Dunyarzad, for organizing the Sub-Zero's festival for me.
I'm sorry, who are...
Dunyarzad! You're okay! Oh, don't scare us like that!
Oh, Traveler Paimon. I have something amazing to tell you. I just had a dream, and I saw Nilou performing the dance of Sub-Zeros.
actually Nahida, aren't you? Paimon felt like Catherine was acting weird when we met at the Sub-Zero's festival. And... Dunyarzad, did you save her? It's a really long story. We shouldn't disturb her. Her consciousness is still weakened. Let's chat somewhere else. How about by the Traveler's favorite bench? Let's talk about Dunyarzad first. It's such a relief that she's all right. After we parted on the last day of the Sub-Zero's festival, I left the city and saw what the Traveler had described. Among the countless dreams, I found one that was growing fainter and fainter. This proved my suspicion. Once Dunyarzad could no longer bear the Akasha harvesting her dreams, her consciousness began to dissipate. But this also meant it escaped the Akasha's control. Such a small fragment of consciousness can't last for very long, though. It will return to its original dream, where both will gradually fade until they completely disappear. I used all the power I had to keep her dying dream alive as long as possible, but it still wouldn't have lasted for much longer if it hadn't been for you two breaking the samsara. So it looks like we did manage to save Dunyarzad in the end. Not a moment too soon. Why are you two smiling so happily? I thought you'd be so moved that you'd start crying. I need to spend more time observing human emotions. Both are fine. Everyone reacts differently. All right. You two must have a lot of other questions for me. At the Avidia Forest, there was this incense that made the Traveler fall unconscious and dream of a huge tree and a red sky. You also heard someone's voice, right? It said world and forget me. Yeah, so you do know! We've been wanting to ask you what that was about, and if the red sky was related to Conria. It seems like the Traveler established a connection to Irminsul. That was a message left by Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's residual consciousness in Irminsul. Perhaps her last memory before she died. As you two probably know, Greater Lord Rukkhadevata disappeared after the disaster in Conria. The timings of these events do line up, so your suspicions are reasonable. A message from Greater Lord Rukkhadevata? We thought it was from the Scarlet King! The Scarlet King? That god who died even longer ago? Some present-day desert dwellers still worship him. You probably just heard some of their Okay, so what does the message mean? I still haven't managed to decipher it. Even the Akasha isn't currently capable of doing that. Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's residual consciousness in Irminsul seems to be contaminated with something that has a very dangerous aura to it. Many devoted scholars go mad as soon as they connect their consciousness. I've warned the Academia about this many times, but people still keep falling victim to it. But I believe this is the key to saving Irminsul. That's why I've kept trying to decipher it.
So the tree in the vision was Irminsul? Oh, Tighnari also said that Irminsul is sick! Is it because of the contaminated consciousness? But even if you can't figure out what that vision was all about, it seems like our search for you was all in vain.
The Traveler wasn't affected after coming in contact with that consciousness. I've never seen anyone like that. With you here, we may have a chance at deciphering it. No, we must decipher its secrets. I've already eliminated all other factors that might affect Irminsul. This is the only one left. This puzzle has life and death at stake. It could determine Irminsul's fate, as well as Tevat's.
At the Avidia Forest, there was this incense that made the Traveler fall unconscious and dream of a huge tree and a red sky.
You also heard someone's voice, right? It said world and forget me.
Yeah, so you do know! We've been wanting to ask you what that was about, and if the red sky was related to Conria.
It seems like the Traveler established a connection to Irminsul. That was a message left by Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's residual consciousness in Irminsul. Perhaps her last memory before she died. As you two probably know, Greater Lord Rukkhadevata disappeared after the disaster in Conria. The timings of these events do line up, so your suspicions are reasonable.
A message from Greater Lord Rukkhadevata? We thought it was from the Scarlet King.
The Scarlet King? That god who died even longer ago? Some present-day desert dwellers still worship him. You probably just heard some of their conspiracies.
Okay, so...
I still haven't managed to decipher it. Even the Akasha isn't currently capable of doing that. Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's residual consciousness in Irminsul seems to be contaminated with something that has a very dangerous aura to it. Many devoted scholars go mad as soon as they connect their consciousness. I've warned the Academia about this many times, but people still keep falling victim to it. But I believe this is the key to saving Irminsul. That's why I've kept trying to decipher it.
So the tree in the vision was Irminsul? Oh, Tighnari also said that Irminsul is sick! Is it because of the contaminated consciousness? But even if you can't figure out what that vision was all about, it seems like our search for you was all in vain.
The Traveler wasn't affected after coming in contact with that consciousness. I've never seen anyone like that. With you here, we may have a chance at deciphering it. No, we must decipher its secrets. I've already eliminated all other factors that might affect Irminsul. This is the only one left. This puzzle has life and death at stake. It could determine Irminsul's fate, as well as Tevat's. Got it. I hope my answers were satisfactory, seekers of knowledge. To be honest, maintaining Dunyarzad's fading dream took a lot of mental energy. I think I may need to rest for a while. Oh, and you don't need to worry too much about the Sage's activities for now. The Akasha won't be able to conduct another project on the scale of the Sub-Zero's Samsara in the immediate future.
Go and get some sleep. Leave everything to us.
What a relief. This is truly the most exhausting birthday I've ever had.
Traveler? Paimon? Why am I here? Do either of you know?
Maybe you were sleepwalking. You know you can't wake up a sleepwalker. We happened to walk by, so we thought we'd wait for you to wake up.
I see. Huh. I should visit my maintenance personnel sometime. Oh, I'm fine. I better go. Thank you.
We've spent quite some time in Sumeru City, but ever since we last said goodbye to Lesser Lord Kusanali, we haven't heard anything from her. Oh, we can't just keep waiting around like this.
Futile!